This E63 was seized by the police. The driver of the car didn't have insurance and crashed. It was then put into an auction and I bought it. Purchasing this car was a massive risk as the car didn't come with keys, and with the heavy damage we don't know if the engine starts. The car was so badly damaged it wouldn't even roll, so we couldn't even push the car in, we had to drag it in. It took us about 3 hours in the pouring rain to actually bring the car into the unit. Once we got the car in, we felt a sense of relief, but the worst is yet to come.
So here we go guys, our newest project car is the E63S with heavy damage to the front and the back and the roof as well. So let's take a closer look.
So if you take a look under the bonnet guys, it's actually quite bad. So you see right here, the flitch is actually moved, it should be straight, so it's gone quite far towards the engine side, and there's a bar that actually sits straight, is actually quite bent. You see right there guys, the chassis has actually moved and it's all bent up right there, and the crumple zone right here has taken a lot of the impact as well. If you take a look here guys, you can see how far the crash bar is actually sitting. It's crushed all the radiators and that's actually touching against the engine, so the crank pulley will be seized, so we will not be able to rotate that unless we remove everything. Guys, these are your oil cooler pipes right here, so the oil cooler is actually missing, so we can't even start the engine. I mean, it's completely shattered. You can see right here, this is a piece of your oil cooler. So not only do we have damage on the front of the car, we also got damage on the rear quarter panel, which is taking a major hit right here. You can see it's all caved in, so we got airline pipes for our air suspension and an amplifier right there, so hopefully that's not damaged. Someone's actually repaired this quarter panel before. You can see a bit of filler work right here. So as you guys could tell, the final point of impact was the roof. You can see the pan roof is completely shattered, as well as that the front glass is gone as well. Believe it or not guys, the guy who actually owned this car previously sent me a picture of the car on its roof.
So the car is registered as a Cat N. Believe it or not guys, the car has been previously repaired. If you take a look down here, you have got a lot of filler work along this region here and up here as well, and on the passenger side rear quarter as well, that's also had filler work done. So that was the previous damage on the car. Right now it probably should have been a Cat S or maybe a Cat B, but it didn't go through the insurance. It went straight to the police auction, hence why we bought it.
We had a lot of damage to the outside, but the inside wasn't any better.
We have a steering wheel caked full of mold and a blown airbag on the steering, the knee airbag, curtain airbags, and the tensioners are gone on the seat belts. We've got mold pretty much everywhere, the seats, the ceiling, the dashboard, some of the door cards. So this car has been parked up for quite a while, and obviously a lot of water has been getting in, hence why there's mold everywhere.
So as you guys can see, we got a ramp right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the skates on, get the car aligned onto the ramp and get it up and start stripping it down. As you can see right here, this is the mount point for the steering rack that's completely shattered. The tie rods snapped off as well, and subframe's being pushed back. So we load the car guys and start stripping it down from the front.
front panel has been removed as well as the crash bar. Now we've got access to the rads. They are wedged in by the chassis leg, so we're going to have to use a pry bar to actually remove them. Once that's done, guys, we're going to have access to the engine.
As the parts started piling up, we found even more damage behind the rads.
This cable's crushed right here. The intercooler housing is completely shattered. The coolant pipe is split. The loom might have some split wires.
So these are all the parts that we've actually taken off, guys. There's a lot of parts that do need replacing.
I mean, there's a lot more damage than we actually expected. You can see right here the intercooler is damaged. Well, not the intercooler, the inlet manifold. There's a hole right there. So that's not an easy job to do.
So the mount for the tensioner also has a crack, guys, and that's caused the belt to come off the crank hub, as you can see back there.
The chassis extension has been pushed so far back, guys. I mean, if you look on the other side, that's the way it should actually be. So as you guys can see, I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to be done and a lot of parts that need to be ordered. We have ordered a few bits from the main dealers. They probably take about 7 to 10 working days to come from Germany. As well as that, we got some used parts coming, like the intercooler and a few other bits. So hopefully they're here by the next video. We can try actually getting it started. As well as that, we got these oil feed pipes. I mean, if you bridge them temporarily just to get it started, we know where we stand.
So we are going to end the video here, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Join us on the next one to see if this car actually starts and if it was worth taking the risk. So we'll see you guys on the next video.